Imagine dedicating years of your life to someone who, instead of facing life's struggles alongside you, vanishes without a trace, leaving behind a trail of lies and devastation. Today, we unravel the chilling story of Ryan Borgwardt, a husband and father who didn't just leave, he faked his own death to do it. Let's dive into the depths of his deception, where betrayal and cowardice collide. In August 2024, the tranquil community of Watertown, Wisconsin, was shaken by the sudden disappearance of 45-year-old Ryan Borgwardt, a married father of 3. Reported missing after a kayaking trip on Green Lake, authorities discovered his overturned kayak, life jacket, and fishing gear, leading to an extensive 54-day search operation. However, as the investigation unfolded, it became evident that Borgwardt had orchestrated an elaborate scheme to fake his own death and abandon his family. On August 12, 2024, Borgwardt's family reported him missing after he failed to return from a kayaking excursion on Green Lake, located about an hour north of Watertown. Search teams found his capsized kayak and personal belongings, including his fishing rod and tackle box, in the lake. The initial assumption was a tragic accident, prompting a massive search effort involving divers, sonar equipment, underwater drones, and cadaver dogs. Despite these exhaustive efforts, no trace of Borgwardt was found in the lake. Unraveling the deception. In early October, a significant breakthrough occurred when Canadian authorities reported that Borgwardt's passport had been checked at the Canadian border on August 13th, just a day after he was reported missing. This revelation prompted investigators to delve deeper into his activities leading up to his disappearance. They discovered that Borgwardt had reported his passport lost and obtained a replacement inmate, despite his family easily locating the original. Further examination of his laptop revealed a meticulously planned escape. He had replaced the hard drive and cleared browser histories on the day of his disappearance. There were communications with a woman from Uzbekistan. He had inquiries about transferring funds to foreign banks. He had taken out a $375,000 life insurance policy in January 2024. He had purchased airline gift cards. These findings led authorities to conclude that Borgwardt had faked his death and fled to Europe, abandoning his wife and 3 children without any notice. The revelation of Borgwardt's deceit left his family and the Watertown community in shock and disbelief. His wife, who had been cooperative throughout the investigation, was described by Green Lake County Sheriff Mark Podall as one strong lady. The emotional toll on his children, who initially believed their father had drowned, was profound. The community, which had rallied together during the search efforts, expressed feelings of betrayal and anger over the resources and time expended on what turned out to be a fabricated disappearance. Authorities are now working with federal and international law enforcement to determine any crimes Borgwardt may have committed, including potential insurance fraud and misuse of public resources. The Green Lake County Sheriff's Office has indicated plans to seek restitution for the extensive search efforts funded by taxpayers. Additionally, organizations like Bruce's Legacy, a nonprofit specializing in recovering drowning victims, expressed frustration over the wasted resources and time spent on the search. Borgwardt's actions exemplify a profound level of selfishness and cowardice. By faking his death, he not only abandoned his familial responsibilities, but also manipulated and deceived an entire community. His elaborate planning, including financial maneuvers and international communications, underscores a premeditated intent to escape his life without regard for the emotional and financial devastation left in his wake. Such actions are a stark reminder of the depths of human deceit and the far-reaching consequences of one's selfish decisions. Ryan Borgwardt's story serves as a shocking reminder of how selfishness and deceit can tear apart the lives of those who trust and depend on us. When a person prioritizes their own escape fantasy over the well-being of their own family, it not only reveals an appalling lack of character, but brings pain to everyone left behind. To his children, this act was a betrayal of everything they thought a father represented. Someone who would protect and love them unconditionally. To his wife, it was a devastating abandonment by the man who promised to stand by her side through everything. And to his community, Borgwardt's deception exploited their goodwill, wasting valuable resources, time, and money, funds that could have been directed to families in genuine need of help. Instead, they were led on a wild goose chase, leaving a lingering anger and disgust over the time and effort squandered. Let's call this what it is: cowardice, plain and simple. It takes true strength to face your issues head on, to communicate with your loved ones honestly, and to address your own failings. Ryan Borgwardt chose the path of deceit and abandonment, and his actions speak volumes about his character. In a world where so many fight for the love and security of family, he walked away from it all, showing that sometimes the ones we think we know best can surprise us in the worst possible ways.
Ryan Borgwardt's routine day on the water in early August turned out to be anything but after the 45-year-old from Wisconsin left to go fishing and never came home. What happened next, Sheriff Mark Padal says, left everybody stunned. Signs the father of three faked his own death.
Have you, in your professional law enforcement experience, ever seen any case that even approximates this?
No. And I've been in law enforcement for 42 years. I never experienced anything like this.
In the immediate hours and days after Borgwardt's reported disappearance, search teams found a capsized kayak and life jacket in the deepest part of the lake, his van and trailer parked by the boat launch, and eventually his fishing rod and a tackle box that also contained his keys and a wallet. But after weeks of scouring Green Lake, no indication of the father of two high schoolers and a seventh grader. A search team from Bruce's Legacy using sonar to comb the lake.
By the time we got into day 10, roughly, I mean, it was evident to me that, something wasn't right.
When police reviewed the 45-year-old's laptop, they say they found a trove of information, including inquiries about moving funds to foreign banks, communication with a woman from Uzbekistan, even a $375,000 life insurance policy purchased in January. The sheriff says his passport was checked by Canadian authorities the day after his reported disappearance. And in early October, Borgwardt's wife and relatives learned the search was turning into an investigation. On Friday, the sheriff speaking directly to Borgwardt.
I plead that you contact us or contact your family. We understand that things can happen. But there's a family that wants their daddy back.
Now, answers are few and far between, but he says authorities are on the trail.
He's at a 2-month head start.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's ahead of us, but we'll catch him.
All right. So I guess the question is how? How are they going to track him down?
Yeah, they have no idea where he is right now. Investigators are saying that they have figured out that there may be accomplices. They're looking into whether or not that's actually the case. The FBI also involved in the investigation. Their number one priority right now is bringing this father home. And here's the thing, guys. His wife, Emily, did say that she can't comment right now. It's an active investigation, but she had to sit on information for weeks that this had turned from a likely drowning to an investigation without telling other members of her family or her children. That's their reality right now as this information comes to light.
Agony.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Sam, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining me on Life Points with Rhonda. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more relationship tips and life advice. Looking for more in-depth conversations and exclusive content? Visit my website at lifepointswithronda.com. Discover insightful podcasts, blog posts, and resources that will help you build stronger relationships and improve your daily life. Join our community on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for daily inspiration and updates. And remember, every relationship starts with you. Let's make life better together.